Well, hello everybody, it's Bella here from Rach and Bella Crafts, and I've been sitting here in the little snug room in a really big house that we've rented for our holiday in West Wales. And there's a games room to my left and the living room is across the way there. So this is perfect, absolutely perfect. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on and see if we can get it to download. I'm not sure whether it will or not. It's not going through to the other side, and it's all right. Rachel's going out with the boys, so I'm just waiting for them to decide to stop making a noise, and they'll probably shout up in a moment saying goodbye, but anyway, we'll carry on. I hope you're all well. We had a wonderful drive down to West Wales. We stopped halfway in Swansea. For those of you that live in West Wales, you'll know Swansea. And we went to an indoor market there, and there was a choir singing. So we had a little bit of lunch while we were listening to the choir. And I also then went to the haberdashery that is in the market, the indoor market. Very old-fashioned market, but huge. And I bought some lovely lace, which is, which is in this bag. So I got lots of it. I'm not going to get it all out. Let me take the bit out a minute. But look, lots of lovely lace. Isn't it fabulous? So I bought that on the way down because Rachel told me about it when she visited Rob, you know, because he was in uni down in Swansea, wasn't he? And she called in, and so I thought, right, we're going to West Wales. Let's just pop in and pick up some lace, which is what I did. So all I'm doing here now, I've added these lovely bits of material. I'll be adding more on top, so don't worry. So I'm just using up scraps now. Whatever I'm finding in my box, I'm just using them up, okay? Doesn't matter whether they match with anything else, but I'm trying to pick out colours that are running through. And what the slow stitch teachers tell us to do is have one, or Anne Brooke I should say, one colour that goes right the way through. So I've been using that on there. So I've put that here. And I've also got another piece, which is this one, which is also in another piece on the other page. So I'm trying to keep the theme, but very, very slightly. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to. It's just that she suggested it for the slow stitch book that she was making. Have one piece from, you know, a prominent piece carrying all the way through the book. But that's up to you. That's entirely up to you. You don't have to do that. You can make it as scruffy or as pretty as you like. So yes, so we had a lot of rain yesterday, unfortunately, but I tell you what, where we are staying, if we just go back out onto the drive and then out onto this little road, and if you walk down the road here, outside this house, I think it's about 200 yards down the road, and there's the beach. We couldn't have picked a better spot for the boys, honestly. And Rachel was down there late last night with the boys. She said it was pitch black, but Chris and I did walk down, and we did manage it because I didn't think he'd be able to do it, but he did. And we had a lovely view of the sea. It was fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So I'm sure Rachel will be posting some pictures of it. I didn't have my phone with me at the time. But Chris did take a couple of photos, but of course it's on his phone. So there we are, that's that one. I'm stitching them in pieces now and just going around in a square. I don't know whether you can actually see the stitches or not, especially on there. Yes, you can. All right. And I've stitched this on here, just one straight stitch, but it's not showing the other side. I put this on yesterday, and all I've done is invisibly stitch that around there. Little bit of lace on there, which isn't on straight, but it doesn't matter. And I put a button on there with a little bit of material, and everything's fraying, and I love it. So it's not a problem if it gets a little bit worn looking, because they're meant to look old, aren't they? They're not meant to look brand new. But while I'm at it, this is the cover that I made Rachel, I think it must be 2 years ago now, and she's just shown it to me now before she'd gone out. I made the cover, and that was what that one looked like. And that's sewing machine. I've done the sewing machine like I did on my first one. I obviously put that in because that's stitched with the sewing machine, and that's the inside of the back. I quite like both actually, with sewing machine and with the hand stitching. This is what she did, and that says be still. Okay, she put a little flower on there, she put a button there, and she's done a little bit of embroidery there, some slow stitching here, and she's never done this before, so that was a great attempt. And isn't that fabulous? That is fabulous. The messier the better. I mean, I'll take out the ones we don't need, but I love that. That would make a lovely piece on its own, wouldn't it? And she did another couple of pages, which I'll show you. All right, so you can see all the hand stitching. She'd done the burrow stitching there, some on here, and she didn't, fair play to her, she didn't have many flosses or anything, threads. She just used what she had. She's done a little bit of embroidery there, look. And she said, it's not very good, Mum, but I think it's excellent. I think she did a really good job, having not done it before. And that was her last page. And she said she did this 2 years ago. So well done, Rachel. Really pleased with that. So let's carry on. Where was I? I just finished off there, didn't I? So now we need to I think I'll do some burrow stitching on here, but what colour shall I use? That's the big question. Where's my floss? Here. Let's have a look and see what I've got. Take my scissors out a moment. I've got white. There's teal in there, look. What if I use... That won't go, I don't think. I've got grey, but I've used the teal on there now, haven't I? Let me see. Because there's a little bit of red in there, I've got to be careful. I can't use pink. Although I have done grey on there, and I put pink on there. Pink and green go beautifully, by the way. What if we... Getting in a muddle now because I just threw it all in before I came on holiday. So I am in a bit of a muddle by there, so I'll have to tidy that up later. See if I can unravel this a moment. We could use the dark green, actually, thinking about it. Oh, there's some cotton there. What about that, if I did some burrow with that? That's going on there like so. So I think I'll do the burrow stitching first. Let me take that cotton out. See if I can find, no, there's, oh, there we go. We're all right, we're okay. No problem. Oh, I did have some there, look. That's the same. Sorry, did I bang you then? Sorry. That will start us off, and then I've got another one ready. So yes, so we're all settled in. Now, the funny thing was, when we got here, Rachel had been emailing the owner of the house, you know, via the internet. No answer, so we had no clue how we were going to get into the house. Because they hadn't returned Rachel's email. They didn't send any information saying how we would enter the house. So I was getting a little bit worried because she hadn't heard before. Oh, no, wait a minute. This is what happens when you're talking. And we got here, we drove into the drive. 2 cars fitted in nicely, so we thought, oh, great. So we had to come in through a gate, a wooden gate, and there was a little courtyard with a table and chairs. Now, the reason I took that back out is because I don't want it to show on the other side yet. And because that's a little bit short there, I'm going to have to start lower down, which is not a problem, as long as I can get the needle in. that's not a problem. But I've got to remember now not to go all the way through. So I'm just going through the first 2 layers, okay? So anyway, we were outside fumbling about, you know, you get these key locks, you know, the ones on the wall, and you type in the number and there's a key behind it. Well, of course, we didn't have the code, did we? So Rachel went next door to the neighbour. He didn't know, he didn't have a clue. So whilst she was talking to the neighbour, our youngest, Daniel, clever boy, tried the patio door. And guess what? It was unlocked. We would never have gone in here. Never. But fancy leaving the door unlocked like that. But never mind. So we managed to get in, and we were so relieved, I tell you, because we just wouldn't have known what to have done. I said we'd have had to go to a hotel or something. So well done, Daniel. Give him a big hug, because he just went, he's so quiet out, Daniel, and he just went over, tried the door, and of course it slid across like this. And I went, oh my gosh, and ran over and gave him a big hug. No, I don't want that, so we're going to go there. I've had my hands in water and they've gone a little bit rough. Now I've got something else funny to tell you. Last night, Rachel brought out these face mask things. She got them from B&M, I think. So we all had to wear a face mask, you know, like you do when you go to a spa. And even the boys had one on. It was a scream. Well, if you'd seen the state of us all, and of course it was a bit drippy as well, and so everybody was dripping everywhere. And I'd never seen them before. And then she put some cream on Chris's face that went absolutely white. It was hysterical, so we were laughing our heads off. Oh, and she put, I don't know what you call them, like a foot bath. So they're like great big plastic socks. And you put them on your feet, and they've got this, like, not cream, but some solution inside the boot, I'll call it. Doesn't matter that these are not straight, I'm not worried about it. And we had to sit there then for 20 minutes with these booties on and the face mask on. Well, I can tell you, we were all absolutely roaring laughing. So we've had some fun already. So what I'm doing here now, I'm just going across here like this, as messy as I like, it doesn't matter. They don't have to line up. I'm just making sure it's not coming through to the back side of it, okay? I'm using Rachel's arm for my phone, so I'm able to see where I am. It's lower than mine, actually. It's a much nicer arm. I can feel with my finger at the back whether it's coming through or not. And all I'm doing is stitching the batting to the top layers, okay? So I'll leave that a moment because I don't want to make this a long video, otherwise it won't load up. Yesterday, while I was sitting quiet in the kitchen, I stitched that one down. So that's stitched on with a couple of little stitches around the edge. I put this lovely lace on the bottom. That's of a doily, I think. And I've actually stitched that on. A little bit of lace there, all right? And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. You've seen that one before. Rachel's asked me to make her one of those. So that's my next job. Nothing on the back of there yet, but that's going in that one, like so, okay? And this one, I've yet to stitch down, so that's my next job. That's upside down. Yep. So there's nothing on the back of that one, so that's got to have a backing on it. And I've got to stitch, so I've got plenty to do this week. And it's looking rather nice, isn't it? So that one's going to go there. And then that one will go there with something underneath. And I may put that one there next to that, like that. Or not, we shall see. And it'll be fun to see how this works out, won't it? I don't think there's anything else I had to show you that I'd done, because I was just doing the invisible stitching yesterday. Yes, I like this because it's showing up against the white for one thing. I hope you're all enjoying the stitching time. Thank you all for your lovely comments. I am reading them. I may not write much in response while I'm away, but I'm certainly doing a like. One of these is not pulling through. Which one is it? There's always one, isn't there, that doesn't... Because look, that's moving okay. Oh, there it is. Got it. There we are. And if you find it gets a bit baggy like that, just run your needle down right to the bottom, and then it should straighten it all out then. Look, just pull it up like that. Okay? And that will stop it getting messy. And remember now not to go right through, because when I'm talking on camera, I tend to forget things. So Rachel's just gone off to Tenby with the boys. We were all a bit late getting up today. Well, they were. I was up fairly early, but they were up late talking. That's what holidays are about, isn't it? Family time. They played a game. I don't know which game it was. Well, I think they played a few, actually. I'm too dull. I can't play these question and answer games. I got no memory. I don't remember anything. I'm a practical person. I'm not one of these academics. I wish I was, actually, but I'm not. I'm not academic at all. Rachel is. So she learns how to do all these digis and things. Oh, I was looking on my phone and I think I could see where the shorts are. I haven't tried it out yet, but it does say shorts. So I shall be giving that a go. Perhaps I'll do that tomorrow. Now I'm going to sign off here now because I'm not sure this will load up. So we've done that. I've yet to do this. So there's lots of yumminess going on here. I'll just show you this now before I do go. That's going on there like that to hide that little gap there. And that's going down here just so you know where I'm going with it. Okay? No, that's going by there. That's going by there. That's it. All right, and then I'll see then if I want to put anything else on. But you can add as much or as little as you like. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing there. I've already put the pins on there, look. And I've just got to tack that down there. Okay, so that's all I can do for now. So I shall speak to you again pretty soon, I expect, if this uploads. If not, I'll have to upload them all when I get home. Okay, so bye for now and take care, everybody.